Friday, July 26th, baby. Deadpool and Wolverine Day. I've got my ticket for later tonight. 3D Devo, of course. They actually added some times, because I think the only times they had it was like at 5 and 8 or something like that when I first looked. But they added on like a 7 o'clock showing time and 9:30, and I'm like, 9:30 sounds good. Because it'll be late. Maybe the sun will have mostly went down at that point when because it takes me, I usually leave about an hour early, because it takes me about 40 minutes to walk out to the theater. Then I gotta get my tickets and drain the lizard before the show and pick my seat and, get my drink and icy, of course. I was looking for the popcorn buckets, the Wolverine, like the popcorn bucket, but excuse me, they show it in the app, or they show like all the different Deadpool things that you can get, like the cups, and I guess if you go to one that has a bar, excuse me, you can get them like these little kind of goblet-y looking things. But for some reason when I went to buy food, it was not. They're still showing Despicable Me 4 collectibles. Let's see, there's the Deadpool and Wolverine goblet kind of things you can get if you go to the bar, but the one here in town doesn't have a bar. But there's the different heads you can get, the different popcorn buckets you can get. But for some reason, I'll go now. Let me check food and drink. Let me check on food and drink. I don't know if maybe because they're more adult oriented. If they want, nope, it's not in here. If they're not allowed to sell them in the app, in case heaven forbid some children should come across it or something. I don't know. Children need to learn how to grow the fuck up. That's all there is to it. You can't avoid it. It fucking sucks. Get used to it. Get used to it early. But I don't know. Or maybe my theater didn't get them. I don't know. I guess I'll find out when I get there tonight. And it's like I can always add it onto the bill. Like, yeah, give me one of those. Them popcorn heads. But we shall see. But yeah, today was pretty easy in the Parks and Rec. Pretty fucking easy. I mean, I took my my little regular rinse-off shower or whatever. Of course, the water was already going. I came in here to see if there was something I wanted to cook while I was in the shower, and I found a little cup of noodles or whatever to put in there. And the cooking time was 4.5 minutes, and I was out of the shower before that was done cooking. So I didn't even take a 4-minute shower, 5-minute shower. But really, I mean, we did some weed eating at the end of the day. Oh, and we blew, because I guess they told us last minute that there was going to be some kind of senator or representative or something that's going to be here in town. So I wanted to go out and look, make sure the park looked okay, where they're going to be having their whatever the fuck it is. Say pretty words so that they get their job back, whatever it is that a politician would do, So we went out there and we kind of blew some grass off some stuff, and but they were working on Gabe's been trying to put together this trailer with like a water, basically he's trying to put together a mobile power washer for us, and he's got like a big tank that he bolted down to the trailer or whatever, and then he's putting because we already had like a power washer we already had a power washer, but it's on wheels, but as far as taking it around, it doesn't have much of a hose or much of a tank or something. I don't know. So basically, like Lions Lake at the pavilion with all the goose shit, so we can take that out and wash everything off when things need to be washed off. Such as that. So that's what they were working on today, and Rhett was there. He came by for a visit. So it was kind of a hang out with Rhett kind of day more than anything. And then Gabe had to go look for something to put together the something for the pump. I don't know. And that apparently ended up being an adventure. They ended up, they went to, it's kind of a local store. It used to be Swisher's, but now it's called Woodshed, because Swisher was in business. It's one of those people that was in business for like 50, 60 years, and they finally retired. So they sold the business to one of the other, like local, small businesses, whatever. So now it's called Woodshed instead of Swisher's. And I guess the lady out there was like leading them all around, like, oh, I think I've got some of that over here. Oh, no, wait, we don't have that, I guess. And then she was like leading them all around and like leading them all around the store and like trying to piece together something that would work for them, and whatever. And so yeah, that was quite an adventure. So then, Riley said, oh, you should just go to Lowe's. So we went to Lowe's, and they didn't have anything to do with whatever it was, plumbing or something. I think it's maybe what it is. They don't carry much, or they don't carry, so they asked if there's like a local like plumbing shop that they could go to or whatever, and they were like, oh yeah, and they told them, where to go. Once again, support local, I guess. Yeah, so they went there. And I think that guy didn't have what they needed or something, or didn't have it in stock or something, or I can't remember. There was something to do. So but this whole time, we were just sitting in Gabe's in Gabe's office. It was like, because we were waiting for him to get back, and we were like, he's like, oh, just just hang out. We're gonna go get what we need and blah blah. And it just. They were gone for a very long time. And then I guess Gabe bought Rhett some McDonald's, so they went and got McDonald's. And Gabe got himself some, but then he ended up having to have a meeting by the time he got back from all of that. So he didn't even get to eat his lunch. He didn't even get to eat his food. Well, he did. He came back and it was cold, of course, but but that's when he was like, go out and weed eat the fence around at Cave Hollow, so that at least it looks like we did something today. So it's like I ended up staying late because I ended up staying until 3 because it's like, you sat around all that time waiting for them to get back, and then it was like, it's like, if there's actual work to be done, like I shouldn't just skip out at the last minute, I was like, oh, sorry, it's 1 o'clock, it's time for me to go home, so I didn't want to cut and run, when there was shit to be done, so I ended up staying until 3, but that's fine, a couple extra hours on the paycheck, never hurt nobody, but yes, we weren't really, I didn't really feel that dirty at all. So, like I said, I just did a quick rinse-off shower while my noodles cooked for 4.5 minutes. And then, that was about it. Now it's weekend. Well, it's not quite weekend vibes. Because Mom messaged me yesterday and wants me to come down and do yard work. So I guess I'm going to go do that. Well, she said it might rain, so I guess she's going to see if it's going to rain, then I guess she won't worry about it. I guess, I don't know. Or maybe she'll come down here instead. I don't know. Or maybe she'll just say, don't worry about it. Whatever, we'll do it some other weekend. I guess next weekend is Omaha. I did not realize that, like, a week from today, Marilee, Sean, and I will be going to Omaha. We're leaving on Friday, so it's like, geez, I did not realize I was a week away from that. I'm like, oh shit, but cool beans, I guess. Take a drink. So I won't be available next weekend for whatever it is Mom needs me to do. I don't know. I was thinking, it's like I could do it like, I was like, let me find out what it is that she even needs done. I assume I'm going to trim her bush. Maybe both of them, I don't know. So that one tree, I think she's kind of given up on it. That's at the back corner of the house. But, because that's what I was thinking. I'm like, if it's something that I can do, because, I'm going to fall asleep. And if it's something that I can do when I wake up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm up for a couple hours, if I just go out and do it when the sun is down, it's a hell of a lot cooler. If it's something quiet, but it's probably not, because, the hedge clippers make noise, so, I think the neighbors might be fairly upset if I was doing that at 2 or 3 in the morning, whenever it was I would wake up, I don't know. If it was something quiet, I could sneak outside and do it in the middle of the night, and then it would be done, because there's a street light right there on that corner, on Mom's corner. Excuse me. So, there's plenty of light. I could see what I was doing, and it would be done, and I wouldn't have to worry about it Sunday morning. Or Sunday afternoon is probably more what it would turn out to be. But, because I think that's how it usually is, Sometimes Mom will make a skillet thing, and we'll have that for breakfast and then go out and do work, But, well, I just usually, when she picks up the sticks and whatnot, that I'm roaring down, and deals with those, whatever needs to be done, sticks and branches and whatever. But I wouldn't be able to do that in the middle of the night, but, or even I think she's got somebody taking care of her mowing for her, so I assume she doesn't need me to mow. I assume it's probably trimming back those bushes. Well, the bush and the tree. I guess the one's a tree, the one's a bush, but whatever. So, I was going to take a nap, before my movie. I need to set an alarm so that I don't fall asleep before then. But I should answer today's question, I suppose. Let me get right on that. Who has been the biggest influence in your life lately? Who has been the biggest influence in my life lately? Here again, I don't really feel like anyone necessarily influences my life. I'm not passionate. I'm not, I'm not, and there again, I don't really feel like even when I was a kid, nobody inspired me. They're like, oh, who do you look up to? And I don't have an answer for that. I never have. I guess, when I was a teenager, it would have been R.L. Stine, because I liked the Fear Street books. I guess I could, I just liked writing because I liked writing. It had nothing to do with good old Mr. Stein, but, I did enjoy his works, I've never really been inspired, to be honest. I can't think of anyone that's wow, I want to be just like them someday. You know what I mean? I'm cool being me. I don't want to be somebody else or be like somebody else. I'm cool with how I am, I guess the biggest influence in my life lately, maybe you could say Gabe, because, he's my boss, and he's like, hey, go do weed eating, and then I go do weed eating, or go do the trash run, and then I go do the trash run. I guess you could say he's influencing my daily activities quite a bit, or, management at the store, I suppose. They're like, go stock this aisle, or go do this mod, whatever. This is kind of always an overarching thing. I guess, Gabe's newer since I guess he's been at the job a couple months now, maybe. I don't know, maybe 2 months. Can't remember exactly when he started, but it's all a blur. I can't tell you. I don't. That's how it got to be fucking a week away from going to fucking Omaha. I was like, oh shit. That's next week. Oh my god. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of cool with me. Like, I don't really need an influence. I mean, I'm a bad enough influence on my own, you know, like, I don't need anybody's help. I don't know. I've never inspired to be like anyone else. I've never been, it's just, I don't, I guess homie don't play that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I guess this is another one that I don't really have a good answer for. Because I don't really feel inspired or influenced by anyone. Because, I mean, a lot of people, you know, like politicians, you know, they're just saying what you want to hear to get the job, to earn their paycheck, you know, to you know, like, hey, I'd like to stay at this job, or, you know, I'm applying for this, you know, new position, you know, state senator, whatever. Like, they're going to say whatever the fuck they have to say to, you know, get in there. Hey. You know, like, whether they actually fucking mean any of it or stand by any of it doesn't fucking matter at all. You know, they're just saying what you want to hear. You know, so a lot of people, I guess, maybe that's not why I'm not really, like, influenced by anyone. Because it's like, I mean, they're, you know, I mean, I guess I don't want to say a lot of people, but, you know, like, they're out for themselves and what, you know, what they want. Or, you know, I mean, they might, kind of like I talked in the other thing about, you know, people don't really see a whole lot of gray area. Like, it seems like every issue is just so black and white, and it's like, there's no gray area, there's no, like, I believe this and that's it, no matter what you say. So it's like, I mean, if somebody, I guess maybe has an opinion I don't agree with, you know, maybe necessarily, like, you know, why am I gonna be influenced by them? Because it's like, I mean, they're only seeing one side of the issue, you know what I mean? Like, they're not seeing the whole picture, they're not seeing the whole shebang, the whole kit and caboodle, the pizza pie, you know, that kind of thing. So it's like, I mean, I don't want to be influenced by somebody who, you know, isn't a well-rounded thinker or critical thinker or whatever, you know, like, I'm just kind of like, okay, you just keep doing what you're doing, I guess, you know. I don't know. So maybe I don't trust people. I don't trust people enough to be influenced by them, or, you know, I guess maybe is influencing and inspired like two different things. Like I keep trying to use those words interchangeably, but I don't know if they actually are. I guess it's a whole other topic. Maybe the book will ask me at some point. I don't know. But yeah, I don't trust other people enough to, like, allow them to influence my way of thinking, because it's like, I mean, maybe they're not thinking clearly or completely, you know, and it's kind of like, okay, you know, so, I don't know. Another not very good non-answer kind of day today for today's question, I suppose. But anyway, I'm gonna eat my noodles, and I'm gonna get a nap, and I need to set an alarm so I don't fucking sleep through my damn movie. I might have to go early. I don't know how busy they would be, especially since, I mean, that's pretty late for, you know, 9:30. And I mean, it's a 3D movie. You know, not a whole lot of people go, I mean, but if they can't get in the other showings, they might be like, well, I guess we'll take a 3D showing just because there's nothing else left. And it's like the last movie of the day, and, you know, so I don't know. I don't know if I feel like the theater would be busier earlier, but just in case there's a line, just in case, like I want to be sure to get my seat. I want to get my stuff, get in there, get my stuff and get in there. So I definitely need to set an alarm. Figure out the time of it later, I guess. But also, get this uploading. Excuse me. Goodness. Anyway, thanks for being here, sticking around. And I'll see you later.